Kevin, if you had to list out maybe 2 or 3 things that are going to be most important for you guys tonight to execute on, what are they going to be?
Well, first of all, we just got to stay together. You know, it's a team that make runs. You know, they're scoring bunches, so, you know, when they make plays, just got to stick together, stay encouraged, and just keep fighting. Get back on defense, and we got to rebound the basketball.
Katie, what's the biggest difference from going from a San Francisco team, San Antonio team, to what the Warriors do? Those two teams are different.
2 great teams. You know, you got to come to play, especially this time of year.
Is Dion Waiters different than he was a few months ago? Have you seen him kind of find himself over the last couple of months?
Well, it's no different. I see him every day. I don't see a big difference. He's just going out there and playing well. You know, simple as that. You know, it's not sometimes you may think it's a huge change in somebody's thinking or a game, but it's been the same. He's just going out there and playing well now.
Steven didn't play a lot of minutes in the fourth quarter against the Warriors in the regular season. But what have you seen from his game in the postseason that's going to be able to keep him on the floor in the fourth quarter?
Being able to defend, rebound, and finish, I think he's done a great job of that. So we're going to need him to continue to do that throughout this series.
He talked about his rookie year coming into camp, and Scott Brooks had him guarding you and Russell at times on the perimeter. Have you seen his ability to guard perimeter guys really get better over the last few years?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when we were kicking his ass back then, he couldn't guard me or rest. But he's more confident now, knowing that he's learned so much and knowing how to defend. I think knowing how to defend is like, you know, you mentally knowing, you know, anticipating where the guy is going and where your help is. And I think he's done a great job of just knowing, you know, our schemes on the defensive end. It's definitely paid off for him.
You've done a good job of scoring against the Warriors and rebounding this year, but your turnovers have also been high as well. I mean, what has to go into fixing that and getting your turnovers down against them?
I'm a player where, you know, teams got to worry about me on everywhere on the court. So I'm gonna have turnovers. You know, I'm not going out there saying that you know, I'm trying to make them, but I'm gonna have turnovers because I'm usually playing with 2 or 3 people on me. They're usually trying to make a play. So if I'm not aggressive, then I'm just passing the ball around the perimeter and not, you know, being who I am. So I'm gonna try the defense, and sometimes I might turn the ball over. That's unfortunate. It's on me to get back and try to stop the bleeding from there. But I'm an aggressive player. Teams are gonna throw a couple guys at me, gonna shade me a lot. So, you know, I know that, you know, turnovers, you know, they may happen. So, you know, I just got to be strong with the ball, make good passes, and be aggressive to score. So, you know, I'm not going to go throughout this series and average 1 turnover a game. Hopefully I do, but, you know, that's unrealistic.
Kevin, what do you make of the MVP season that Steph has had this season?
It was fun to watch.
Kevin, game 1 is the burning point. What will make you feel good at the start of tonight?
Just our intensity, our effort. It's been there all playoffs, so we got to keep it up. And, you know, we just got to go out there and play our game and have fun, man. It's a great opportunity. And there's only 4 teams left, and to be a part of that is a true honor. So we just got to go out there and play like it.
What do you have to do well defensively against this Golden State team?
We just got to make second and third efforts. You know, they're going to make shots. That's what they do. They get tough shots. They make threes. They make deep shots. You know, we just got to, you know, stick together through it all and make them shoot over our hand. We can't give them just wide open shots. But a team like this, they generate those looks. So, you know, like I said, we got to make the second and third efforts.
What makes Draymond such a good defender?
He's long and he's strong for his position. I mean, he's small, but, you know, his length makes up for it.
We just need to stick together, loud building, make sure we sit together through runs, and that's about it.
You like how you responded on the road in the playoffs, Russ? You guys seem to have developed a toughness, especially late in games.
I mean, definitely, man. I think we sit together, especially on the road, find ways to come together as a team and come out with wins.
Russ, you enjoy the underdog role. You don't have it in the season very much. Postseason, you've had it 2 series in a row.
Man, we don't pay no attention to that.
Russ, have you been watching Steph Curry since he came back from his injury? Does he look like 100% to you?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's playing. I'm pretty sure he's able to play, so I'm pretty sure he feels good about, you know, himself.
Russ, what have you seen from his MVP season overall?
Say that again.
What have you seen from Steph's MVP season overall?
Making shots. You know, he did a good job of making shots, creating shots for himself, and you know, he's a tough shot maker.
How different is guarding him compared to guarding other point guards when you go into your scouting of him?
He's a shooter. I mean, he's not nothing you know, I haven't seen. Little him, Lillard, guys like that can shoot the basketball from 4 or 5 feet behind the 3. You got to do a little different job, but just be physical.
Deion's run some point guard for you guys, even when Kevin's on the floor, you're on the floor. What do you need from him as a ball handler, just in terms of creating for others?
Just being aggressive. He's a great passer, especially when he puts his mind to it. And as long as he come out and play his game, he'll be all right.
What's important about this game one? What would you like to see from your squad getting started in this series?
Just play our game. It's a series. Go out and compete at a high level.
You feel more comfortable? I remember early in the season, it feels like compared to now, you're more demonstrative on the sidelines now, maybe getting up, talking to refs. Do you feel more comfortable than, November, December?
Yeah, I don't know if comfort is necessarily the right word. I think anytime you're coming into a new situation, I think it's really, really important to, like I've said before, I had an enormous amount of respect for the guys in this organization, the players. They've been really, really professional. But I think you also have to have a point where you're always trying to share a vision of kind of what you see, and you're always kind of constantly each day trying to work and improve on that stuff. So there's always a comfort level. The first time as an NBA coach in my very, very first game, it was also my first game with 15 other guys, or 13 other guys on the bench, so getting to know each other takes some time. I think that's a normal process for anybody coming into a new situation, just to find out, I said this from the beginning, how I could bring value, how I could help, just understanding guys' tendencies, where they're at, how they handle adversity, how they handle different situations. You don't really get a chance to really know somebody, I think, as a coach-player relationship until you're into the fire with somebody, and you see the way they respond or the way they go through difficulties. Maybe it's a bad call by the official, they're not playing well, they are playing great. So I think that's all of a process. I don't know if it was necessarily that I wasn't comfortable as much as I think I had to, being new, had to go through that, because I had to study the players, not as people, but how can I help them be as effective as they could be in terms of when they're out there on the court by themselves and collectively as a group.
Russ and KD were strictly business, to choose a way to say it. Do you notice any change in their temperament right now than any other time?
Not really. I have great admiration for the both of them, and the fact that every night they come ready to play. And they're not perfect, and they don't play great every single game, but you can never ever argue the fact that they come every night. They've done a really good job, I think, trying to prepare, through the Dallas series, through the San Antonio series, and now here against Golden State. I think their leadership has helped a lot in practice with their focus. But it hasn't really been a whole lot different, as much as it was, early in the year. I think for guys like Ennis and Steven, Deion Waiters, some younger guys, Cameron Payne, it's been really helpful with those two guys and the level of experience they have to help those guys grow, being somewhat youthful.
Do you think there's less pressure to start the series on the road than home?
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at it that way. It's a game one right now, and we want to come out and play to the very, very best of our ability. There'll be things like every single game. We do well, we don't do well, changes or adjustments we need to make, but I don't think we're going out there with the attitude of, oh, listen, we're on the road here, let's just see what happens. We want to go out and play to the best of our ability, and I think Golden State will do the same thing.
Coach, what are some of the things you should be looking for early in this game just to start this series?
Well, you're always looking at defense, how well you're getting back. One of the, I think, the big keys is going to be transition defense, and probably for both teams, how well we're getting back and we're getting matched up. I think that will be really critical. Can we do a good job of taking care of the basketball and generating good quality shots? I think that will be very important. And then you're always monitoring matchups, foul trouble, those kind of things. But they're a really, really hard team to guard. San Antonio was really hard too. They're a different than San Antonio, in my opinion, offensively, the way you have to try to guard them. But they're really, really good offensively, and they're really a hard team to guard. So we'll have to have great effort, and it always starts with going from offense back to defense to try to get matched up.